Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany. I'm the Tipsy Artist. Today we are painting a super cute narwhal from one of my favorite movies, Elf. So I love it. And here are some fun facts about narwhals. They live up to about 50 years. This tusk is actually a tooth, and they change colors a lot as they age. So there's some fun facts for y'all. And we've got his famous little saying here. Oops, here we go. Bye-bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Yeah, so one of my favorite movies. Love this little character. Super adorable. And we've made it very easy for y'all with a little traceable. So I'm going to teach y'all how to paint it. It's going to be awesome. I have a little bit of a head start here. So I have a traceable that has all the line art. So that's what you're going to start with. And we have all the tools there for you. I just use a real simple pencil to do that transfer process with our traceable and our transfer paper, and I have another tutorial on that. But we do that first. Then we take the permanent marker and we go ahead and do another firm black line around all of our line art that we already have in place here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next so that it is not just a soft, it's going to look like a graphite line to begin with, then I'm going to come back in with this permanent marker and do a hard black line. And that makes it very easy for all the lettering. So I'm going to do, all that detail around the white with this little happy guy right here. He is awesome. Then I come in with some Mars black paint. And then I go ahead and paint in around this. So let's go ahead and shift camera views now, and then we'll talk about the rest. Here we go. We're shifting. Ta-da! Here we go. All right. So I have all my supplies nearby, my paint, water, my brush set here. Again, this all comes in the kit. You don't even have to shop for it. I curate all this for you, shop for you, and combine it for you to have. Make it very fun and easy. But let's talk about how to place the black paint on. So when you've got to work in details around the lettering, you want to use your little bit brush, and you can go into the water just a little bit. I've got some Mars black paint out here. I'm going to do a little twirl into the paint, and then we can work into those little areas just like that. And then, of course, when it was still dry, you could have used your permanent marker, too, to go into the really tiny areas. But if you want to come back in with a little bit of paint around the edges, you certainly can. And finish that out as close as you can there. We'll go ahead and rinse this out. These are acrylic paints that we're using, so they do set up and dry very quickly. So you do want to make sure and rinse them out as soon as you can, or let them rest in the water, because that is much preferable to ever letting it sit out and rest on your napkin. It will just destroy your brushes, and we don't want that. We want to make sure and protect those brushes for you. All right, now as you paint into the larger section, you want to use your mama brush here. We're going to go ahead and push into the black paint, and I'm just going to do just like little bitty cross strokes back and forth. It kind of feels like you make the letter X over and over and over again. And so I've worked ahead and I finished out all mine, but that's how we work all that in. And then, of course, back to your little bit to work around the edges. And let's go ahead and rinse this out. Now we're going to work in some of that beautiful blue. We have some wonderful primary cyan blue that we can use. And I've got some loaded up all ready to go over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix up. I'm going to use my little bit brush. And we're going to go ahead and take just a little touch of this blue with our titanium white. We're going to mix those two together. All right, really pretty. Beautiful. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and paint into this little circular area here. This represents that little tiny amount of water coming up out of. And a little bit is great for curves and small areas. You can also add a little bit of water to this. That helps make the paint a bit more fluid. You get a little bit of some dry brush happening that will help that color flow into those porous areas of the canvas. And then I want to be really careful and precise as I work in around these little letters right in here. I'll take my time, be patient. Now I need to make sure I'm thin again for that little tiny area here, so I'm going to do another little twist here, get a nice fine point. Just very gently work in between these two little black lines. Since this is a larger area, I can spread out the brush a little bit more, so a little bit more of a flat hold there with that full side of the brush facing the canvas. So this way it's more of the point because I'm holding it more like a pencil. Over to the side, it's more of the flat side of the brush that faces the canvas. Now I want to be tiny again, so I'm going to hold it more like a pencil. More precision now as I work in and around those little letters. Push it over the top. Beautiful. Alright, now we need to work in some of the details on the trees. So we have a softer mix now between the blue and the white. We're going to start with that blue still. Blue and the white mixed together, but we're going to start with the light blue that we mixed together. So I'm going to go ahead and start up here at the top. And we're going to work into this cute little tree here. Little soft curve up top. This is, again, you want more precision and control with your brush, so hold it a little bit more like you would hold a pencil. I'm going to push into those little curves. A little push and then pull up. And a little push and then pull up. And work back from those little points that go up, and then I'm just going to pull back down. And we're going to get back up into the tiny little point in there. Alright, so that's really pretty. Then I'm going to go ahead and rinse out a little bit, and we're going to just pick up more of that pure white. Oh, look at there first now. Pure white. And we're going to go ahead and just make some little no tips here on the ends of the tree. See, that's kind of a fun little detail there. Again, just kind of make those little soft curves. Very cute. This kind of looks like a flocked Christmas tree. Just follow the curve. And there we are. Super cute. Alright, now I'm going to not let that white go to waste. I can go ahead and work that white back into that blue. Take more light blue. And then we'll just go ahead and paint into these other trees here. I'm going to turn the canvas a little bit so that I'm not resting my arm or my hand into wet paint here. And then same thing with this tree, and then we'll finish off with more of that white as soon as we're done with this blue. Turn it back the other direction. Let's rinse out a little bit. Now we're going to go right into that pure white. And we're just going to follow the curve. Get some fresh white. Make sure you've got enough to follow into the next curve there. And some of these, like it's kind of scrapes through and picks up the white. So if you need a little bit more of an opaque finish, just hold your hand a little bit more gently and delicately. Give you a lighter touch. Alright, so that looks super cute. Now we're going to go ahead and outline those little stars. So I'm going to go back into that blue mix that we have. And we're just going to do a little outline. Super cute. And a little bit of water. Again, this is just primary cyan blue and white. And we're using our little bit brush and just doing a little thin outline right around those star shapes that we drew in earlier. Yay, super cute. Okay, so now let's do a darker blue. This is more of our pure primary cyan blue. I'm going to do a little twirl into that. And we're going to make these little fun abstract cross shapes, or star shapes rather. So you can make these randomly all over, a little line. And then a plus sign to begin with. And then do a diagonal line, and then another diagonal line. Do another one here, a little plus sign to begin with. And then a diagonal line, another diagonal line. Plus sign. Diagonal line, diagonal line. Let's do another one up here, plus sign, diagonal line, diagonal line. Very cute. You can add more of those if you'd like. I think we're good. And of course you can sign your masterpiece if you would like to, or not. You can always sign it on the back too. But that is so fun. Bye bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. We love it. Go watch Elf. It's such a cute movie. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, all the supplies you need today are on our website, tipsyartist.com. We love painting with y'all. It's so much fun. If you have any questions, please let me know. We look forward to seeing y'all again very, very soon. Y'all have a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you here in just a few minutes. I'm painting a lot today, so see you soon. Love y'all. Bye.